What up, guys? That Comic Awesome here with another review doing Spider-Man 237. And this book, I don't know. I don't like it, that's for sure. But it's not like I don't like it because somebody's pushing agenda or, something is like, it's not a superhero comic. It says Spider-Man, but Spider-Man isn't even in half of this book. This, like pretty much the whole series, is a complete lie. Like, this doesn't even happen. The Hobgoblin or any of this. That's probably one of my biggest complaints right now is whatever happens on the cover should be at least a little tease. Like, how would you like it if you went to a movie and it's like it looked like this, and then it was an hour and a half of talking, and then credits roll. Because that's what this book is. That's what Spider-Man 237. Another thing that irritates the piss out of me. Why is this on this side? All the trade dressing has been over here. It's not like. It just blows my mind. It's like, why would you switch that? I don't know. That's my OCD kind of taking over. But let's just get in, because there's a lot of, the art is questionable. This book reads more like a novella or something, where it's just a lot of dialogue, a lot of I love you, and then some heart to hearts. It's just, it blows my mind that this passes as a Spider-Man comic. So, back up for the story. This is Sinister Six Reborn, and that's a lie too, because all it is, Aaron Davis, who is Miles Morales' uncle, is now the Iron Spider. And he has gotten a group of what were the Sinister Six. Well, Sandman and probably Hobgoblin are the only ones that are in it, and then would be Sinister Six members. But then you have Bombshell. I'm trying to think, a female Electro. I can't remember the other ones, but it's not the Sinister Six. The Sinister Six hasn't even really been in this. It's not like over the last, this is probably the fourth or fifth book in this storyline, and last issue was the first time that Spider-Man even had any idea of what was going on. That's my biggest problem with this Spider-Man book, is there's no action. There's no conflict. It's all just bleh, boring talking. And not and I say boring talking, there can be good talking with dialogue that drives the plot, but this is it's just a lot of empty space. I don't know if Bendis is just kind of hey, I gotta fill some word bubbles. I got X number of word bubbles that I need to fill before it's my last day at Marvel, and then that's it. But he was on bean counter duty when he wrote this book. So Miles was kind of taken by his uncle, and he passed out. So he wakes up, and this happens twice in this book. You almost, because these panels cut so close to the corner, it took me a minute. I thought this was two different pages. I didn't realize this was a double page spread until down here, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, because all of these panels cut so close, if they would just align, then it would have been two different pages. You gotta make a more dramatic cut. So he's in his apartment, he wakes up, and of course he kind of does the fast talker thing of hey man, I just want to talk to you. We used to be cool. Why can't we be cool now? And of course, he's wearing a Made in Wakanda shirt. I think you were born in New York. You were not made in Wakanda. And of course Miles leaves, and he's like, I know where you're going. Then this is the novella. Like, it's Rio and Jefferson, like, meet up again, and they're just, oh no, I want you to be honest with me. Baby, I promise I'll be honest with you. Oh no, I want you to be, like, really honest with me. Oh, I promise I'm gonna be real honest with you. Alright, well, I love you. I can't believe, like, all this happening. And then, like, I never believed I'd love somebody so much. This and that. You know, I can't believe our son is so amazing. He grew up to be Spider-Man. I know, it's terrifying. Kiss, kiss, kiss it. I have now saved you the time it took me to read this whole 2.5 pages, and then you just get an excited Spider-Man. It literally is just like, this could have been simplified into like a, hey, you know, I need you to be honest with me. I promise to be honest with you. You know, well, no, I really mean it. Like this, you know, you can't do this again. Throw up some ultimatums, blah, blah, blah. 1 page of dialogue, you're done. You get all of this, and again, it's just so heavy. So then Miles explains that, you know, hey, it's his uncle, and this is another. This is a double page. You don't realize it's a double page until the bottom. Like, if I just held this right here, you would go boop, boop, boop. And then you go down here, and then you're like, oh, wait, I should have gone this way. Like, I read this, and then I read this panel, and I was like, wait, he hasn't even, like, finished explaining anything. Why are you leaving? And I was like, oh, you need to read this up here. Like a chump. So then, of course, like, Miles this whole time has been without his mask, which doesn't make any sense because he does not have web slingers right now, so he can't swing through the city. So he would have had to have gone from his uncle's apartment to his apartment just by jumping rooftop to rooftop, and no one noticed him without his mask. But of course his uncle shows up, and of course he just wants to talk. And then you get another completely boring, like, useless dialogue filled scene. Bombshell. Pretty much the exact same thing that happened with Miles happens here. She wakes up, the mom's drunk, she's a stellar member of society. She's just, just wants, just please, do this heist for me, and I'll let you, when you're 18, I'll let you do whatever. It's awful. Like, I can feel I'm talking fast because, like, as I'm thinking about it, it's, like, irritating me. And again, I mentioned this in other videos. It's Tina Fey. Right there. She should get some money off of that likeness. But, I mean, look at this. So 1, 2, 3 pages of dialogue just for her to pretty much say, fine, I'll work with you, just don't hurt Miles. And then she's like, oh, go, give me some more booze. Then, the only bit of action you have is, hey, look, it is Hobgoblin. He's in it for like 2 seconds. And he tries to take down the Hulk. Hulk. Red Hulk. And of course he fails. And he's like, I just was trying to, like, get my rep back. So I was like, I was going to steal this before everyone else could. And then so now Red Hulk is pretty much on the alert of what their scheme is. There's a little bit more, but seriously, whoever takes over for Bendis needs to get some action. I'm going to give it till 240. And then I'm just going to stop reading. Because ever since Miles Morales has moved into the 616, this has been a disaster. Like, it's just been a lot of chatting. Like, I could probably sum up his storylines. In fact, I will. Came to the 616, went to school, worried about getting his identity, dealt with his grandmother, started seeing a girl, went to Tokyo, and now we're present. That's 2 years worth of storylines. And I can't tell you how many books. It's awful. Anyway, subscribe over here, watch some more videos. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and I'll see you next time.